Go ahead, Fly.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, we're a bit late, but welcome back. Another great Sunday evening. This is my good friend JK that we just met 10 minutes ago, and this is Fly. How you doing today, JK?
I'm doing good. It does kind of, it does kind of suck that this is the last day of combines. No more full pugs after this, but it's it'll be good once draft season shows up on Tuesday.
Yeah, draft season, then some preseason games, and we got some time for some yapping. Perfect.
This could have happened at the start of the game, huh?
Nope,
Catch us
definitely
up.
not. Definitely not. As we are hopping into a contender game, could pull up the names. I know that we've Crazy, or Boot Dog, V Sugma, and Kimalivibin. I'm butchering that, but on the CTs, and then on the Ts we have Zen, Stukers, BBY, Verse, and Supreme. I happen to know a lot of these guys really well. I played with Sugma first ever season of CSC. You know, Supreme is a known quantity. He's been around since, I don't know, he's basically prehistoric. You know.
The only people of these ones I've played with is Dog. I played with Dog 29 in one of my combine games last season. From what I remember, his comms being pretty solid, but other than that, not much else.
Yeah, for sure. And then you have people like Crazy, who he's always been a shooter, along with Stukers. Zen, I think, has also been a shooter for a while, been around for a bit. So yeah, we got some OGs in here. You know, it'll be fun to see what happens. It's only a combine, but love to see some good CS played.
And when it comes to like contender games, you'll kind of get a good mix of either like heavy aimers, big brain plays, or sometimes all that just falls out.
Yeah, for sure. I haven't watched a contender game in a minute. Usually been observing, challying up, but it'd be good to watch this game for sure. As this is a great smoke break play for Verse. It should be a middle click jump throw. Breaks the smoke with a flash, along with some self pressure. But Sugma managed to clean up and back out of the fight. Dog picking up one, and getting traded out. Alright, nice little mid fight, 4v2 for the CTs. Sugma picking up two really important kills there. And yeah, just cleaning up. Supreme going down, and just like that's a 1v4.
Mid control is just so important on this map. From the start of the round to the end, making sure that your rotates are clean, and just if whichever side loses mid, the map just becomes so small.
For sure. This could get a bit weird, though. I mean, Stukers picks up one, no CT instantly able to trade out V Sugma. I think Bomb might be down in T-spawn.
Bomb is down in Ruins, just outside of Ruins
Oh,
door.
yep, there we go. I'm a little blind. But yeah, I mean, even now the CTs are split. Crazy misses the timing. Peeks back into Stukers.
They are in untradeable positions.
Yep.
But Kemlevin and Crazy kind of team up in that Ruins area.
Yeah, Stukers walking down the ramp. See if he can get something going here. Peeks into one, gets a kill, gets a second kill onto Crazy. Just like that's a 1v1, and he's not sure, but he seems to have an idea he's somewhere in cave. As he walks back up ramp. Let's see. Going for the bomb plant. Sticking it. Orbit respecting. Just a standoff. At some point he's really... Oh.
Yeah, no time on that plant, unfortunately. Came in tens of seconds too late.
And I am lost. Unlucky. Really great mid fight, though. I'm a fan of this mid fight. Sugma did get caught out picking up the AK. Super's almost getting that 1v4.
I'm curious if that damage wasn't confirmed. Why wouldn't Orbit swing off that? Because if he dies and he loses that Galil at the end of that round, he can't do anything into this one.
Yeah, for sure. But Just lucky to save the gun. I respect that. Bomb is posturing towards A, but 3, or at least there was 3 T's towards A. Now there's only 2. Crazy with the... Oh, Zen. Absolutely annihilating Crazy. Wow. Okay.
That's due diligence that you don't see out of a lot of ranks. That hard clearing that corner it's uncomfortable. Just not really knowing if somebody's going to swing from the light side.
Yeah. You also have Dog here, completely isolated in this cubby mid. They do have the T's do have a molly to molly him out, as they elect to molly red instead. He just swings. No, yeah, unlucky. Zen picking up his second kill of the round, nading into Donut as he walks up into mid. I like that. They get the info that there was one player in red, as Versus takes some pot shots. Steeper's picking up the kill on B, and as the T's quickly flood onto the B site, it's just the beleaguered Cleven trying to hold the site, and he goes down. Okay. Not too shabby.
Something that I'm noticing already is the T's are playing a lot closer. Yes, some of the trading in mid was a little like sloppy and not really there for the T's on that first gun round, but the CTs have been so spread apart there. I don't think I've seen a proper trade yet from them.
Yeah, especially in mid. It's just been no bueno. No bueno indeed. Segment electing to save. Smart. As they are going to be rolling in to a 2-loss, I think. It should be 2-loss, if I'm not mistaken. Going to be a pretty bad buy, regardless. Although they should be electing to save here.
They should be a full save minus that hero rifle on Sugma.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens. You know, end of the day, people will like to make their own decisions, especially in combines with no set in stone IGL. Nice pickup for Sugma on the road. You know, little consolation kill. As Orbit does throw the insta smoke for elbow. And yeah, they are forcing up. Yep, I like it. I like it. Dog spamming through the smoke. Picking up some damage. Supreme also picking up some damage. 50 damage going both ways. As the T's do look like they want to posture towards B. With the bomb going out towards ruins. Resmoking through red. I would love to see a pop flash. Or something through elbow. Or at least some sort of trade. They got to use the smoke red. Otherwise it's going to be pretty pointless. Segment going down.
Great flash lineup in mid. Dog gets the trade back onto Zen.
Yep. Alright. 4v3. There is that one singular mid player in Dog. He could cause some trouble. It's Clemivon. Sorry. How do you pronounce that name?
We'll call him Clem.
Clem, perfect. I love it. As Clem picks up that trade down ramp, Supreme trading him out though. I think that was a main kill or a mid kill, I think. Big kill. And yeah, just like that, it's just Crazy in cave. Still could get a bit weird, no? I mean, he only has a deagle, but there are guns to be found in mid. Supreme does seem to be guarding those guns diligently, guarding jump up. And yeah, they definitely do have some info that he is on B. Yeah.
That's such a hard fight to take as a CT coming out of cave and trying to like take a little bit more space into mid.
Yeah, I mean, you got to worry about
so many
Donut,
fights.
Donut, Red, Cubby, could be standing in the center of mid, unfazed, you know. I really like this ramp push by Clem, this delayed ramp push. Good old Clem cleaning up, but not Supreme getting that 1v1 for the round one, 4v1 or 4-1, looking like a fifth in store. CT's on a pretty much full save as BB wide combat ops down Jaguar onto shelf.
They have to know that they're broke. It's kind of weird to combat op into a pistol round, but
yeah.
The split setup on pistols is also strange.
Yeah, I mean, Supreme just walks up ramp, gets a kill. Zenon trades out onto Clemmy.
Clem
Yeah, I
seems to
mean,
be always good for one.
for sure, for sure. And yeah, I don't know. They've been defaulting every single round. I'd see something faster paced out of the teams. Although I guess if it's not broke, don't fix it. Um, but at some point, I think the CTs should catch on that they're just taking 1v1s, and maybe they do some, early round aggro and catch out the A lurk, as there's always at least one, if not two, A main. Um, pretty consistently 2B. Love to see
Absolutely.
some early round aggro. How about you?
For I think the CT side needs to just kind of group up on like a sort of a team idea of what they want their round to look like, because it kind of seems like they all are just pugging, and we all know they're in VCs. I'd like to see a little more like cohesion in the fights that they're taking.
Yeah, but Sugma going down without a trade to BBY's op, as it looks like the stream might be frozen. Um. Uh-oh.
Let's play a gambling game. What do you think they do off that mid pick?
Judging by the map currently, I mean, I would just insta rush A. I don't know. Just they have two players outside A. If they don't rush A, I don't know what they're doing. You know?
Absolutely, because with that mid pick, it makes it super uncomfortable to kind of take that space mid. You know that op's going to be hanging around.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And as a CT, I would definitely just push into B main. You lose mid off that pick pretty much. As Sigma didn't look like you wanted to re-peek into that. The op is mid. I would push down ramp. At least two of you. Take that space back, push and pull. That's what CS is. You give a section of the map and take it right back. Take back another section. So JK, how long have you been around in CSC?
CSC, this is going to be my second season, a part of it.
Nice, nice.
This will be my second season just being like in the Discord server. I played Chally last season for ACA. Just kind of PFA'd this season to just kind of relax, honestly, and focus a little bit more on some personal stuff as well as casting. But I'm I'm definitely playing again next season. I'm already missing it. I love uh kind of it's not a beer league because it's definitely taken a little bit more serious than like church league softball, but that's kind of where the love of this comes from.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, no, it's a great league. I'm currently not playing CS like at all recently. Arc Raiders has been kind of taking over my life currently. Um, but yeah, I still love casting it. I still love watching it. So this is a great opportunity for me to have some fun, talk some smack with the boys, watch some great CS. I love it. I've been around since what, season 13? Played in all the way from Prospect to Premier. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Prospect to Premier is a crazy range.
Yeah, I was slightly undervalued my first season, but I was also an idiot, so it worked. I
Yeah.
could shoot really well, but that's about it. And I had a bit of a
You
tilting problem, so it is what it
they
is.
had the don't go kill strategy.
Yeah, more or less, more or less. Like I was saying, Sugma, we picked him up midway through my first ever season of CSC. So I've
Oh,
known
so
him for
he's
a while.
also been around.
Yeah, he's been around longer than me actually. He was playing season 12, I think. Um, and I've pugged a million times with Supreme, as he's a nan. I was a big nanner before I joined AVI. I know Supreme knows his stuff as well. So I'm not surprised the T's are running away with it right now. They got some shooters on them. I'm sorry for the delay. Trying to figure out what's going on here.
Hmm.
And welcome back as we hop right back in, and it's currently 6-9 with the current T's, but the former CTs actually coming back.
Yeah,
Against
from the last we've
Supreme,
seen.
Zen, Sukers, and BBY, yeah.
Good pathing from Clem to
For sure.
coming into that site, especially after the smoke break.
For sure. And what we were talking over break about how we thought that the former T's than the current CTs might actually run away with this game. But no, quite the opposite. Quite the opposite. With Clemmy's team of Crazy, Orbit, Dog, and B Sigma kind of taking over 6-10. CTs can concede this current round.
This is a good save. Nobody else really has money for this. If they can take these guns away, the money is still going to be in dire straits for the CT side.
Yeah, and I mean they had it's looking like 4 loss bonus with 3,500 on Supreme. He's the lowest buy by far. Everyone else should be able to scratch together some semblance of a buy. Supreme might pick up the A1S, perfect, and yeah, looking like Stukers is gonna throw that elbow smoke, and they're gonna be running a pretty standard. Okay, never mind, not standard. 2-2-1, kind of standard. Stukers trading out on to Orbit as BBY does go down first.
Trades.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And CTs have completely conceded mid off these takes in those trades.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really mattering as the T's kind of just brawl out onto B site, and then also picking up one of the mid players as well. Just completely suffocating the entire game. Oh, ho, 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 nice little waterfall.
This is the reason I have 100 FPS on this map. But
Oh,
it seems like the T side has full-on ideas what they want to do with rounds. The way that they took mid, took shelf control, and then just excelled through cave. It was cohesive. It's not really something you see out of combines all that often, especially in contender. No elbow smoke this time.
no. We got super late on the buy, so it's just one person and BBY solo fighting mid. And he goes down. Yeah, Stukers and BBY both go down. I don't know how Stukers went down there. Oh, they don't have a red smoke. He just got cooked. Okay. Crazy with the op onto B as 3 T's pack their way up mid with bomb. Clemmy does get 1. Almost gets 2. Okay, nice. Zen picking up 2 on B site. But it doesn't really matter as it's just a fight to the death for Supreme as he does pick up 1. Then ultimately goes down to Sigma. Zen is in a winning position here. He could win.
Pulling the op into a 1v2 is a unique decision.
I love it.
But retaking this B site's hard enough, but he is just going to opt to completely remove it from the round.
Get it, opt. Get it? Okay, my bad. Bad joke. As
I'm
we
putting in my
got
2 weeks.
As we just got dogs hitting this off angle. A bit of BM. I like it. And what a fire serpent that is. Some Cato 14 stickers on that. Is that Cato 14 or is that Copa Stockholm?
No,
Yeah, that's
Stockholm.
Okay, you know what? I just want to glaze him a little. All right. The fellow wants a little glaze for fire serpents. They're an underappreciated skin.
No, they're not.
As a fellow fire serpent user,
they're overappreciated.
Yeah, well, what AK do you use, bud?
AK Redline with 4x 2015 Hellraisers.
Okay, I respect that. Good. As we do have 2 CT or 2 Ts going out mid and 2 going up shelf, CT's opting to full give and just firing squad Clemmy into mid. And off that, the Ts are just insta going onto A. The CT, fast CT smoke the dog. We did see 2 CTs on A site. Or just 1 CT. My apologies.
Just the one, but he finds 2. Makes his life well worth it on that site.
For sure. This is a 4v2 and Zen is on 1 HP on notice. And that should be an A main smoke out of Supreme. The nades, Zen picking up one onto orbit, and just look at 1v4 with Dog, A main, and it's taken out by Zen as well.
That's a clean retake. Stuker's doing his absolute best on that site, finding 2. Just makes that site so hard to hold for the from that retake.
For sure, for sure. And I love the A main smoke by Supreme. That's great tech. But even Dog, with that fast CT smoke from the entrance to Jonah, like that right there is great tech that back in my day in like Prospect 10D, nah. We'd never be throwing that. And that right there is going to be smoke for B main, so expect to see, or yes, B ruins. So expect to see some aggro out of the CTs onto ramp. Pretty early round. I expect to see 3. Yep, perfect. BBY just giving mid, bit of token util, but not fighting. Yeah, we just had the 3 CTs looking like they do want to walk through that ramp. Orbis is full blind, and DS picking up 2. Perfect. Well played by the CTs there. That's more like it. BBY is full conceding mid. As
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely behead Stukers. Does get traded out by Zen. Zen is really, really picking it up these last couple of rounds. BBY should have this info that they are on A. And he doesn't even aware about Sugma. Sugma back turned, not aware. BBY. Bomb planted. No, 1v4. Verse on notice on 18 HP. Dog getting 1.
The spray got a little bit away from him. Can't quite find the second.
Yeah, for sure.
The CT side has kind of understood that if they just give up mid and take those fights where the T's are letting them take, giving them space on other parts of the map, they don't really need mid if they go up 1 or even 2 people.
For sure, for sure. And yeah, it was that, once again, Supreme's util really coming in handy with that B main smoke, allowing them to push down ramp and get that 2, allowing Zen picking up those 2 kills. And yes, a 3-1-1, which I don't necessarily love, but it's working, as the T's do posture towards A, as they have caught on that there is 3 players B every single round. It's really going to be up to BBY on this AVP to try and get at least 1, if not 2. 1 and not die, or 2 and die, whatever works.
This is a much more pro level default that you see with the 3 to B, with the low mid presence, and then having the op just kind of being a canary in a coal mine on this A site, just doing anything that it can. BBY finds the first, finds the second. This is a beautiful sequence already. Can he find more?
Good stopping util. He goes out to take that fight and just go down. A good molly by Crazy. As who is it? I can't see. Stukers has snuck in onto backside through that smoke. Does take out Dog. Crazy taking out 1, but it might just be a token kill. As you do have Zen sneaking through Temple. Did catch a nice timing here. As Crazy will probably walk directly into his death as Zen takes him out. Yeah, you talked about that default there. I like that a lot. The only difference or change I would make is the Red Room player plays Donut, so he can more actively help the A main player, and that's just, it's peak CS, in my opinion. But yeah, really nice pickups by BBY, as you were saying. Did his job, he got 2 and died. No complaints.
It seems like that's the tax for entering this A site, is you have to at least give up 2 players. Stukers finds a double with the A4. BBY finding his double from Big Box with the op.
Yeah, and we got the suffocating util, and the T's respecting it yet again. They just got to find a way to evade taxes, man. Sheesh. As we do.
Tax evasion is what got Al Capone. It's hard to evade. It's hard to evade the IRS.
Okay, I do not condone anyone evading taxes. It's neither does CSC. Yep.
Words said by casters, and it's not a reflection of the CSC's values.
For sure, for sure. As Crazy does go for this long fight. Mike, oh, playing a dangerous game, Supreme. As okay, we molly ourselves off onto as Supreme does pick up on some nade damage, 6-9. Perfect. As they walk up ramp, taking duels, Clemmy gets onto Zen, pathing back turn to cave. EF picks up 2, tries to triple up. Clemmy getting him. All right, 3v3. It's for all the marbles here. BBY gets taken out by the B Sigma Red Room Lurk. Supreme is
Only
in a
pieces
really
of util
vulnerable
left are 2 flashes on the CSC side for this retake.
for sure. And yeah, 1v2. All right, let's see. See it, Stukers. Dog is on notice on 29 HP. Should be unlosable. The CTs or for the T's. Yeah. Well played, boys.
Well played by Dog to just kind of make him tunnel vision on him playing around pillar, just opening up that cubby hold.
For sure. And yeah, talking about Clemmy just always getting one. I respect it.
110 ADR, always good for his one.
Yeah, no complaints from me. I mean, that was a pretty solid game, especially for the contender level. I feel like it's just getting better and better every year, every season. I love to see that. Some really great defaults out of both teams. But end of the day, I think it was just the shooting on Clemmy and a couple other of those players that really won it for them.
Absolutely. The trading I felt was at least on the rounds that we observed, the trading from the starting CT side was like the biggest difference. Especially once they got to their T side, they were always in like 2v2 or 2v2s or 2v1s. They were never like alone in a disadvantaged situation.
For sure. But they had to turn that around because remember at the beginning, they just weren't trading at all. We were talking about the T's always being able to trade. And they ended up losing. But Supreme and V Sigma's team, they were the original people that were trading the best. And it looks like it kind of got flipped on its head there a little bit. And I do think they got moneyballed a bit as they did lose 4 rounds in a row before they were able to squeak out a round on CT. Really just suffering with the CT economy as well, you know? I think we're going to pick up another game, if I'm not mistaken.
We are.
Yeah? Sure which game it is? Mayhaps?
We're going to head to a break while we find another game to observe.
But yeah, GG boys. See you in a bit.
figured out a motive born in drought and brevity. And if I'm not the soul of your design, I blatantly decline your remedy. Don't box me in, don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine. I wasn't always just a single shade, a palette full of gray in reverie. And I can burn it brighter than the sun. I have a golden gun inside of me. Don't box me in, don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else. And if I fall behind, ignoring all the signs, and if I lose the fight, I still rage against the night. Don't box I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine.
Welcome back. We're starting in at the start of a gun round on Nuke, and this is going to be a prospect combine game.
For sure, for sure. And we got Vice, Aftermath, Drunk Demon. Oh god, these names are killing me. Ostroha, and Ruby Rax versus Skysong, KMR, Benners, Proximity, and Kevin. Alright, and we're on Nuke. I like it. So yeah, it's a bit of a weak buy, the MP9 and FAMAS for the CTs, and it's already a 5v4 for the Ts. They did win the first 2 rounds. They do have a bit of a better buy. Kevin picking up on Direct Damone.
Slant smoke a lot coming out of this team. And he's going to be shouting that A-site's free.
For sure, for sure. Ooh, okay. Skysong somehow living. Kevin picking up a second kill onto, I'm gonna just call him Oze. I think that's gonna work. Maybe Roja.
Roja. We'll call him Roja.
I like it. I like it. We could call him Dr. Oz though. Thoughts? I mean, will we get copyright strikes? Is he gonna sue us?
The money is already brutal on this T side.
Yeah, I mean, rocking 7K. No one seems to be dying yet. I mean, how many kills? A kill on Dr. Oz over here, and that's about it, I think. Yeah, no, Dr. Oz rocking the only kill. So yeah, already in pretty dire straits. If the CTs can't, you know, correct the ship, could be a fast win. Ruby Rax trying to pick up on a deagle kill. Vice getting one, Drunk Damone getting one. Okay, 5v3.
That's a caster curse I'm happy to be a part of. The CT side finally getting active. And in prospect fashion, it's against Pistol.
Now Dr. Oz picking up another, then Aftermath. Oh, yeah, I believe in you. You got,
Oh my goodness!
Oh. One tap, one tap, one tap. Excellent conversion.
Nobody has bullets.
Love to see that. Love to see that.
Winning on that eco, and it's all. If they can string together this rifle round win, this next round is gonna be against pistols.
I mean, some of them still have a bit over 3K, so we'll see. We'll see for sure. They might elect to force. Who knows? Prospect.
True.
We're running a pretty standard setup, you know. One mini outside, one mini, one outside, ramp, and 2 on A. Got Benders respecting that molly. Yeah, we just got Vice really pushed up into the smoke. We got the glaive smoke activated. He might get caught out here. Gets one, gets two, gets active for the third, and then gets traded up by Benners. Good pickup, and as he picks up 2, Aftermath looking to get 1 here. Perfect. Okay, 2v3. We have both T's lurking outside. Not lurking. Being rather loud about being outside. Benners wants to take this fight onto Aftermath. Picks up his 3rd kill of the round. Looking crispy as heck. Smokes off mini. KMR with bomb. Planning for heaven, which I don't... Isn't great. Benders throwing the molly into mini. Or smoke into mini. Position should be noted, but not. KMR trades him out. Just like that's a 1v1.
To get that pick off of top hut.
For sure. His back should be turned. Drunk Damone does pick him up. Oh. Bit of BM. I like it. I like it.
Drunk Damone is putting the GG when he's still a round down.
I respect the hustle. Honestly, I respect the hustle. Yeah, I thought this round is over. When Vice got these 2, he's overcooked just a little bit. I respect the overcook, but sometimes you just burn the meat a little, you know?
Rohan was good aim control to find that pick on up. There's so many people, even in Challenger, that when they get that first shot that's off their screen, you freak out. Your flick is all over the place. He was controlled in that shot.
For sure. Drunk Damone. Okay, he gets smoked off by his own teammate, which isn't ideal with the glaive smoke, as he does transition to holding Twinkie. Vice, yet again, brawling outside, getting his 1. As we do have the T's posturing all 4 towards hut. Aftermath getting 1.
This Mustang position. Black blocked by KMR. KMR also finds a pick off of it.
Yeah. Well, I would have liked to see one more kill out of Aftermath there. I won't lie. Ruby Rex going down with no help at all. Dr. Oz getting one, getting two. Op shot missing. 1v1. Dr. Oz going down. Sky Song getting that. What was that? 3K? The round win.
It seems like their A-pops are they have good flashes from T roof to kind of get their players into sight. Because those flashes, as I believe it was Aftermath sitting up in Mustang, those flashes are the only reason that they were able to get out HUD without losing 3 or 4 more players.
For sure, for sure. Looking like we got. Ooh. Is that gonna extinguish the Molly onto Squeaky? I think that might. Okay, we got some slant smokes. Okay, Benner's just punishing Dr. Oz for even daring to try and push up. But Ruby Rax instantly trading out. Love to see it, but it is a 2v3. A lot of stuff has gone on. Drunk, Damone getting one. He's on the hunt for a second, but gets denied by Sky Song. I think we missed a bit of outside action. Some of the usual brawling.
The first pick with the op on Vice from top silo was the opener into that round. This T side doesn't really wait after they find a pick. They just instantly take the space.
For sure, for sure. And that can be a blessing and a curse. You know, sometimes you can just overcook a little. Like our good friend Benners did on ramp. You know, he got his one and then one more, but gets traded out by Ruby. Which obviously didn't matter in the end, but gotta be careful. Don't overcook. But yeah, Ruby Rax conceding 5th round for the T's. It's already a pretty good half for the T's.
Nope. Does he make it?
It's good.
It's close. It is close. This nuke bomb is not Anubis. It's not forgiving.
Nope. Speaking of Anubis, they took it out. It was my favorite map, man. It was my favorite map. Right after they took out Vertigo, which is also my favorite map. All right, they take out both my maps.
You're a freak.
Yeah, you know what? I don't want to talk about it. And they take out those 2 maps. A month after I stopped playing CS, they added Anubis back. What are we doing, Valve?
I hope that they do a little bit with just maybe moving some boxes around on Anubis. Like nothing major, like not like fixing like how windows, like where windows are, or like how mid is played, but something to give the CTs a little bit more like cover on B site maybe. Because if you're in cover on the B site,
Aftermath is going on a trip through these smokes. He is about to have so many backstairs. Gets one and gets traded out. Oh, no, you would love to see at least 1 or 2 more kills out of him. As KMR does pick up that kill. All right, so we got Dr. Oz on ramp. All right, and then we got Drunk Damone. I think he's down B. He loves that
both
bend.
players are down B. That's something that they've done quite a few times is they just fast rotate. They see that they're outside, and yes, they do fight for it, but they give up so much upper space while they rotate.
For sure, for sure. And yeah, as you said, the T's elect, instead of going down B, and they could have then, they elect to go yard and go up heaven. And Dr. Oz just not ready for that. KMR getting one, Kevin getting one. It's not looking good for the team numero uno.
I get that there's not like designated IGLs yet, but even in prospect, I think you call save there with the 2 saved rifles. Give something to like maybe stop a rush coming into this next round. As Dr. Oz buys down, and so does Ruby, and there's 2 others that are saving. As Aftermath full save is USB only. Oh, he goes with a deagle, and he's full buying 40 seconds into the round.
Yeah. Well,
the lobby.
Let's see what they can do. I like it.
They get lobby.
They get lobby and a bit more. Oh, Benners that ADP.
What a flick. Oz with the trade and
Jeez Louise. Okay, so 2v1. Forget all that. Doesn't matter anymore. Skysong in a 2v1 against Oz and Aftermath. All right. CTs. This is a
confirmed footsteps from the garage player.
maybe, perchance, or maybe. It's not really looking like it at all. It does not look confirmed. We got
It's going down
Oz
secret.
really sticking around in yard. This is not confirmed. They are still kind of unsure what's going on here.
I'm a big fan of how fast Skysong has made this rotate. But now he's in CT spawn.
Oh, he seems relatively aware that there's someone there. I don't know if you saw him. Yeah. Yep. All right. Plant that puppy. Let's see, Skysong. Let's go.
The molly bounces out, and it's a 1v1.
The one saving grace is that they kind of flippy-flopped, as Aftermath did completely follow Skysong. So I don't think Skysong really will expect him heaven here, as he goes towards Squeaky. It's not planted for him, though, and he just burned his mollying in a smoke. So this could be interesting, as Aftermath does molly him out, smokes the bomb, taps it twice. That's off it. Does he have a kit? I don't think he has.
This is no time.
Yeah.
Takes
Take
a
that.
little too long on
Yeah.
the. Should have just full stuck it in the smoke. Yes, you're gonna get spammed out, but you did throw that molly, so you know when he's gonna be out.
For sure, that was such a pivotal round. I don't know. I just wanted to see a bit more like self-assuredness. He didn't seem to know what he really wanted to do. Tapping that bomb twice, kind of being kind of slow to peak. You just got to commit to an idea and stick with it, which is easier said than done. But
Same way that Skysong did it, honestly. Skysong had his vision for that clutch as soon as he was in his 1v2. Ran down the Op shot rings out, Bennett misses. That's the first miss we've seen.
for sure. He was hitting some crazy. That flick will go back a round or two. Go back around. That flick he hit on device. Whew. That was crispy. Crispy as cream. Alright, picks up onto Aftermath as you're dry peeking in op. I don't necessarily love that. You knew he was there. Okay.
Just dry peeking into the fights from past red.
Yeah. I could definitely see the spiraling a little as the T's are just swarming up and they're hitting more and more shots. But also they had an op ramp who elected not to peek the fellow opper of Benners. Instead, the rifle
Not everybody likes the op duels, but Dr. Oz finds the first of the 2v5 on the K-War, finds another one on the Skysong.
It's just way too late to be committing to it. Yeah. The one thing about Nuke is I feel like not a lot of people know what they're doing on it. So if you have one or two people on your team that really know the map really well and know the sea smokes, like some of the people on Team 2 do, you can really be benefited from that. So yeah. Looking like they might run away with it here. Can the CTs put up a defense? If you were the CTs right now, what would you call? 3 seconds, go.
With the money that I have, lobby punch. Couple
Okay, I like
flashes
it.
through HUD, but the outside is so brutal. And the XM finds nothing in outer yard as he's pushed up. The teams seem to know that they're getting this space out in yard, and they're just abusing it.
And they also have their op solo ramp and solo trophy pretty much every round, which is... Yeah. Sometimes your opponents are just having a really good day. That's one of those days right now. They are bringing this back a bit. Oz going onto a fight.
You know he's planting.
Yeah, he didn't really run him down. He could have been faking it. Oz does get him.
Benners finds another one. Glock the gush, the dingle from the deagle.
Does someone want free Leadify?
Jumping no scope.
Okay. After I've picking him up, and there is a kit available. This could get a bit funky. Doesn't look like Proximity wants to let it get a bit wild.
Reopens the door, goes to the wall, brings him out for the final pick of the round. Do you think Team 2 find double digits on this one?
Yeah, I would say, just judging by the way the rounds are going, I'd be surprised if they don't.
It just seems like Team 2 has more fundamental understanding of how Nuke is played.
For sure, for sure. And sometimes, you know, you can get off to a good run on T-side Nuke, and you can just feel it, you know. Some of the fights on Nuke are really fun to take, and if you're shooting really well, you can just get hot quick. Especially these outside brawls that the T's have been on top recently. Aftermath does pick up one onto Benners. The op solo lobby finally does them wrong. Okay, this is more like it. This is more like it. Drunk picks up another. Oh, I thought he had that. Oh, check him PC right now. Check him PC.
That's back to back that he fell and he should have been on him, and he nutmegs him with the op round.
It looked like he flicked off it both times. As Proximity drops off Mini, taken out by Oze.
This op is in a...
Yeah. I mean, that's more like it, boys. That's more like it. Got Benners 14 and 8.
This map understanding follows them to CT side, or if it's strictly a T side endeavor.
For sure, for sure. I mean, another thing about Pugs, especially on Nuke, I feel like it can be a more T-sided affair. As I did Caster Curse twice this game, by the way.
You did. You did
Yeah,
say that they
twice.
were going to get 10. They did not. 9-3
Yep.
Curse developed.
And also about the pistol, that pistol round they picked up earlier. Yeah, I'm just cursing. So I guess we want a longer game. So I really predict that the T's, you know, get all five kills this round, pretty easily. No contest. They're basically just gonna walk onto A site, bunny hopping, and they're gonna 360 all 5 CTs. Watch it here, folks. Okay, there's one. There's two.
Drop
Oh,
Skysong finds 2 with the USP.
Skysong finds 3. Oh, yeah, just
And
cleaned up.
it's a handed win. It does seem like they understand how to play this CT side as they 3-stack upper.
For sure, for sure. Skysong just being a turret backside, staying alive, getting kills, no tradability. Not much more you could ask for as an A anchor.
A lot of lore knives in this map. There's lore daggers, this lore falchion, and I think there's a lore karambit on somebody else.
Yep, I just saw that on the corner of my eye. I saw that karambit.
Fast climb.
Love to
Doesn't
see
know
it.
the lineup for the mass molly, but it's good enough.
He's electing for some outside smokes that do not hit.
The red cross mode is this.
Yeah, and it's a massacre. Pistols against rifles. Ruby Rax does pick up one on a Skysong. Almost goes down, but does manage to squeak out the kill. This could get a bit interesting here, as they do have A-Site. Aftermath. Oh, nice. Ruby Rax gets the trade onto Proximity. Keep in mind, bomb is down secret.
Do you force into that round giving them 11, or do you elect to full save into that situation? I have my answer, but I'm curious what yours is.
I force.
You force? I save.
Yep.
I give up 11. I give up 11. Guarantee the rifles this round.
I
The
think
rifle full buy.
in a game like this, you really got to try and take back momentum any way possible. And if you're comfortable with the Deagle, I would at least buy a Deagle, you know, and be on 3,700 in the next round, at least. So I'm perfectly fine with that force. You know, it didn't go their way, but They were trying to make something work, and I respect that. As Benner's in proximity, get 2. Drunk Damone does trade out onto Benner's as he tries to get the gun and does go down a bomb.
Sky's on proximity lurking. There is just disrespect on the side of Team 2.
Yeah. Oh, I thought we were about to see a knife. Don't overcook too hard, boys. It's your match point, all right? And Sky Song is very, very low.
He's waiting for that duel. KMR finds Ruby Rex and
yeah. I could have seen a way Ruby Rex could have won that. Well, we got Ruby on AK and some Deagles and some Galils.
Hey, there's the Karambit lore I was talking about. Proximity is the one with that.
Got an A4 Temuka. I love that A4. Such a good A4. And I sold it right before it doubled in price too. I'm actually kind of pissed about that, but we don't talk about that.
This guy is not.
No, I'm not. Never mind. It's gonna make me depressed. As Vice does pick up 1 onto KMR. Aftermath does get 1 onto Proximity. Aftermath. Okay.
What is this?
Aftermath.
Pistol rounds.
I just used Deagles, boys. Like, what are we doing? Screw the rifles. Screw the ops. Just run a Deagle every round. Let's go, boys. Come on.
Full ramp control as well as secret. Drunk finds another one near garage.
Yeah, I mean, Skysong should elect to be saving here.
Skysong has crisp aim.
Yeah, especially for Prospect, bro. Back in my day.
Rare inspect animation. That's... You should go for the clutch. You got the rare inspect. Aftermath, what are we doing?
Sticking around a bit too long. Oh.
This is gonna guarantee 2 deaths.
They must be dead, yeah.
All 3 died. He didn't get away. He had 60 health.
36, 35, 32. They are struggling for money. But so are the CTs. So.
Is this gonna be a second pistol round? No, not quite. There are AKs coming out on this T side.
Oh.
That's one of those unicorn rounds that you don't see very often when both teams' money break even off of a win.
Alright, let's see it. So Vice takes out onto Skysong. Bender's solo ramp. Should be pretty easy. Time to clean up. 3v2. Alright, no risk, boys. Just go down B. You got this. Oh, and that is bomb down in lobby. Uh-oh. It is a 2v2. Aftermath and Vice versus Proximity.
That's a brutal recovery spot, but Aftermath finds a pick onto KMR, and it's a 2v1 for Proximity.
Yeah. Alright. Got a bit dicey. Got a bit dicey. But I believed. Alright, if you're the T's, what are you calling right now?
It's so hard to keep track of the money in this game. I'm probably calling it default if I'm actually in the game, just to kind of see what their money's working with. If somehow one of my teammates keeps track and goes, no, they're on pistols, I'm calling a fast A.
A fast A against pistols.
With
yeah, psychopath.
Utility from up.
Yeah, psychopath. I respect it though. Look at outside nade stack by the CTs. Kevin does pick up on device as they're just, you know, deathballing all over outside. Might pick up onto Ruby Rex as well. Ruby trying to play his life for as long as possible. Molly out as he does go down. It's a 3v5. It's a 3v5.
Bomb is going down. They have completely flipped sides already.
Yep. Good positioning by Jose, but he goes down! Okay, 2v4. Aftermath gets 1 out of proximity. Gets traded. Okay. Okay. Well.
What a retake.
Well.
I think they overcooked heavy in that post plant. When it comes... Something that I don't know that this team knows about. You can boost from upper hut onto Mustang and hold and take heaven control that way.
Yeah, but the issue was with they didn't have enough bodies on site. One player was still lobby, Reverax was T-roof. They just didn't have enough bodies on site. So it was tough. It was tough. Overall, great game by Team 2. You know, you really can't ask for much more out of them. Um, they did their jobs. They threw some really good smokes on T side. They were shooting really good. You know, definitely some people to watch out for in Prospect because
Absolutely. I'm curious to see if any of them might actually get moved up based on their performances in that game. Because I think there were 3 of them with over 100 ADR that game, which that's having 3 people with 100 ADR is brutal to go against. Just because they're always finding impact. They're at least multi-killing a couple rounds, maybe even back to back. Just it's so brutal when the team just can't not find multi-kills.
for sure, for sure, kind of feels like a losing battle. You know, Team 1 did try and storm a comeback, and they had a couple good rounds, but overall, just the firepower on Team 1, or sorry, Team 2, just, they couldn't handle it.
Yeah, this Nuke is one of those maps that if your outside players are shooting hard, they can hard carry you through the game because it just having to walk through Squeaky and Hut are just such brutal choke points. Ramp in itself, yes, there is some like pretty good util if you know it to get yourself out and then just kind of fight for that space. But again, it's usually like one person is dying as a tax of just getting out of those locations.
For sure, for sure. And then back onto tax. I mean, yeah. So great games we saw tonight. I don't think we're gonna. Are we gonna watch another? I don't think we are.
I believe our standard is 2 a night, but I'm curious if that'll switch. But if it doesn't, we'll see you guys back shortly. But if not, I hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday. Hope you guys start off your week great.
Hell yeah. All right. Have a great night, boys and girls. It was a pleasure casting for all of you, and have a great night.